I feel like I've been waiting a long time for this, but finally we have the Oppo Find X8 Ultra. I was a big fan of Oppo's Find X8 Pro that released a couple of months ago because I was really impressed with its cameras, and the Find X8 Ultra only builds on that. However, there is a little bit of bad news. First off, when I unboxed this, I saw Oppo AI plastered all over this, and my first thought was, ugh, AI. But because this is the Chinese version of the phone, I actually can't use a lot of their AI tools, which actually is a little bit refreshing. I know what most of you are here for are the cameras on the Find X8 Ultra, and I will talk about them soon. But first off, let me just have a look at the design, and it's ditched that two-tone vegan leather that the Find X7 Ultra had last year, and I'm glad because I'm not a fan of that. But now this year round, what they've done is they've rounded the sides of this phone. They've got a really nice matte finish on the back of this, and I'm a huge fan. The display is also really nice. It's now flat and it's 6.8 inches and it's 120 Hz and it has a peak brightness of 2500 nits. And like most OLED screens, this is just great. So watching content in here is fantastic because the colors just pop. And now they've got rid of the curved edges. I'm a big fan of this. And there is also another upgrade which I'm a big fan of, and it's finally upgraded the optical fingerprint reader from last year's phone, and now this is ultrasonic, and this works really well. And it's also IP68 and 69 rated, so you're covered if you're ever in some sort of situation where your phone is getting sprayed with hot jets of water. The Find X8 Ultra is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite. It's the same chip that's powering the S25 Ultra and a lot of other flagships from 2025. So when it comes to benchmarks, it's pretty much hitting the numbers you would be expecting from a Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. So anything that you throw at this, it's mostly going to handle with ease. But besides the camera, one of my favourite parts of this phone is that it is packed with a 6100 mAh silicon carbon battery, which is ridiculous. And let me tell you, this lasts so well. And now, in the couple of days that I've been using it, there isn't a day where I've got to less than 30% unless I'm really pushing it. And you can see here on my first day of usage from the screenshot, I went over a day without charging this and it only got to about 4%. So far, design, hardware, I absolutely love this phone, but there is some bad news if you were looking to pick up the Find X8 Ultra. The bad news is that it's not coming outside of China, and I asked Oppo, is it going to come outside of China anytime soon? And their answer wasn't massively positive, and they said that they are focusing just on releasing this in China, so I wouldn't hold your breath for a global release of this. And let me just focus on another disappointment here as well, because there is something missing from the Find X8 Ultra, and that is the alert slider. So Oppo instead have decided to replace that alert slider with something very unique and never seen before, a shortcut button. Now, this is almost identical to Apple's action button. You can set a press of the button to do a few different actions like a mute switch, turn on the flashlight, and a few other things. The one thing you can't do though is set that button to open any app that you want, so you're stuck with what Oppo give you by default. You can also use it to open the camera as well, which is odd because there's also another inspired button on this phone. It's a quick control button. I wasn't a fan of it on the Find X8 Pro when it debuted, and I'm still not a fan of it now on the Find X8 Ultra because actually I don't think it's that useful, and Oppo haven't made any improvements to this yet, which is just disappointing. A double tap will open the camera, which is nice, and it's a touch capacitive button that lets you zoom in and out when taking photos. And actually, the zooming isn't too bad. It's easy to land where you want, but you can only do this in landscape mode and not in portrait. And then a single press of this will let you take your photos. But other than that, you can't change between modes with it, or you can't change any other camera settings, even in pro mode. So it's just a little disappointing. What isn't disappointing on the Find X8 Ultra though is those cameras. These are really impressive. There are 4 of them, so a 50 megapixel ultra wide, a 3 and 6 times 50 megapixel optical telephoto, and the main standout 50 megapixel 1-inch sensor, which I love. That sensor on the main camera is 69% bigger than the S25 Ultras and then 63% larger than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So taking photos, especially in low light, you can really tell the difference. You can also take JPEG max photos in the master mode, which means you can take full advantage of that 1-inch 50 megapixel sensor. First off, let me start by saying that I love that 6 times optical. It's really nice, and I'm maybe a little bit obsessed with this because the details that you can get from the photos are some of the best that I've seen in a long time. The photos are slightly over sharpened and just a little bit too much saturation, but I can look past that. I have taken so many 6 times optical photos on this because I just love what you can get from this. especially because that 6x lens also gives you the tele macro ability here, and these have a great detail. I think these look really, really good, and the over sharpening that happens on the regular 6x optical doesn't happen here when you're going into macro mode. I want to talk so much about the tele macro because I think it's great, but the video would be about 3 hours long, so you can just enjoy some of the photos that I've taken in the last couple of days. We then look at the main camera with that 1-inch sensor, and wow. The details are accurate, the dynamic range is fantastic, and these photos, they look so real to life. To my eye, there isn't any oversaturation on this, and it does a really good job. And maybe this might just be one of my favorite cameras I've used on a phone in 2025. I also want to say that the AI zoom after 30 times is actually not too bad either. A lot of the times on phones, this looks a little bit rubbish, but actually, if you're focusing on something like a building, this does a really good job of filling in the blanks and creating details that are actually usable. That 50 megapixel ultra wide is equally as impressive. Now, it does have a little bit of oversaturation like the optical lenses, but still, this is really impressive with the details it captures, and I can't get enough of it. I also want to touch on the video of the Find X8 Ultra as well, because for me, the iPhone is the best video you can get on any phone. But Oppo have done a really good job here because this could potentially match up to the iPhones and be the best video on any Android. First off, you can record at 4K 60, however, there is going to be an update coming where you can record in 4K 120, which matches the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and the stabilization on this video might just be the best I've seen on any Android. It's almost gimbal-like, it's that smooth. Now, switching between lenses when you film is never that smooth, but Oppo again have done a good job here because this might be one of the smoothest switching of lenses experiences that I've had, and there is a slight bit of color shifting when switching between those lenses, but the transition is actually quite nice. And then we just look at the details in the video, and these are excellent. So I'll give you a comparison right now, side by side, with the iPhone 16 Pro Max's video, and you can tell me in the comments which one you prefer, but Oppo have done such an excellent job here. Maybe the highlights are a tad too bright on the Find X8 Ultra, but I'm still really impressed with how it handles in daylight situations. Then I switch over to nighttime video, and the Find X8 Ultra again does a really good job here. The shadows are great, there isn't a lot of noise in those darker areas, and this might just be my go-to for video on Android at the moment. You might have guessed it already, but I love the Find X8 Ultra from Oppo this year. But the problem is that this is not going to be available in the States. In fact, it's not going to be available anywhere outside of China, which is a shame because to get your hands on one of these, you're going to have to import it, and sometimes that's just not worth the effort. I have to give credit here to Oppo and in turn to Xiaomi as well, because what I love about these Chinese brands is they keep pushing what is possible, and I just hope that in turn this makes Samsung, Google and even Apple take note and stop playing it safe when it comes to their flagship releases. Let me know your thoughts though on the Find X8 Ultra this time round from Oppo. I'm curious what you think of the photos in the video in the comments below. Before you head off, make sure you subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel, and if you do that, then I'll see you in the next video.